So we're gonna talk about the roadmap to investing today, right? Step number 4, area analysis. This is really, really important. Area analysis is really important because that's what's gonna help you determine where you should buy or where you should stay from. You know, the famous saying, location, location, location. Get to know that area, and this is a great market. People, you know, the rents here are great, but maybe they're not good for flips. And you wanna do a flip, so obviously you wouldn't try to do a property in that area. Or maybe this area is great for flips, but not so much for rentals. So being able to do an analysis of the area that you are trying to invest in, I always tell people, pick 2 or 3 areas that you like or that you want to invest in, and really get to know those areas. You know, like get to know the population, get to know the medium average home income is, get to know what the rents normally go for there, get to know what properties usually sell for there, even like the style of rehab that is done in those areas. Knowing your area, being able to identify the market in that area and even the type of rehabs and potential buyers in that area will really give you a good grasp on your area analysis to be able to make offers. And then of course you have to know what are you gonna do with this property. Are you submitting an offer to flip it, or are you submitting an offer to rent it, maybe Airbnb it? So when you do your area analysis, kind of see what the market in that area goes for. Is it a renter? Is it a lot of flips, a lot of home buyers? Or is it even short-term rentals, Airbnbs? Those things are really important to know. So that's why I always say start with 1 or 2 areas that you really, really want to focus on so you can get to know those areas and just start submitting offers. Number 5, finding the deals. Everyone is always like, well, where do I find these deals? Well, you have to kind of do your homework. You know, there's the MLS for those of you guys that are realtors, multiple listing service. You can obviously access the MLS, pre-foreclosures, for sale by owners, off-market properties. I'm an Illinois licensed realtor, but I don't really practice it. I don't even know how to log into my MLS. That's how much I don't practice it. I use Redfin. You know, I have my searches on Redfin. I know the area, like, you know, my main office is in Berwyn, so I'm always looking for properties in Berwyn. So I set it up so that daily, instantaneously, anything that comes up in Berwyn, I get notified right away. So, you know, you don't need to be a realtor or have access to the MLS to be able to find good deals. Another thing that we tell people, if you walk by an area around your neighborhood and you see a house that looks like hasn't been kept up much, you don't really see people there very often, things like that, then research into that house, find out who the homeowner is, see if maybe it's in pre-foreclosure, see if maybe it's an estate, you know, the person passed away, and try and get a hold of the heirs. That's what you do, what we call off-market properties. That's where you're gonna probably get the most money for them, because these people haven't even so much as hired a realtor yet to try and sell this property, or they might not even know that they're losing it, or they might have thought that they already lost it, and you come in and you're like, hey, you know, your property's about to go to auction, and maybe they don't own as much on it, and you can make a legitimate offer and they can walk away happy. You know, the old-fashioned door knocking too, obviously that also works. We use Google to search top agents in the area, and the reason I say that is because if you want to work with experienced agents in an area. So I'm going to probably do a Google research and say realtors in Lombard and see what the top searches come up, and try and establish a relationship with that realtor and work with that realtor and say, hey, I'm an investor, I can buy properties cash. Before you even list it, maybe send it to me, maybe I can buy it off market. And the realtor can even sell it and do a wholesale to you. That's a whole nother class. So there's ways for the realtor and yourself to make money before they even list it. So connect with experienced realtors in the area in which you're trying to invest in. And it's okay to have more than one realtor. You know, you don't have to have the same realtor. Not every realtor is experienced in every single area, you know, but for me at least, even though I'm a realtor, I still use realtors for certain areas that I'm not very familiar with. At the very least, they're gonna know you're an investor, you're a cash buyer. Always say I'm a cash buyer, I'm an investor. Keep my number, add me to your list in case anything comes up. Number 6, make the offer. This is where I think a lot of people get stuck sometimes, because like I'll get texts from people and they'll be like, I found this property, but I'm still working on my due diligence, I'm still doing my numbers, what do I do? And I'm like, well, did you already make an offer? Well, no, make the offer. because it's not going to sit there and wait for you. Because if you're doing that, guess what? There's at least 5 other people that are doing that, and they're probably going to make an offer. And by the time you're done with your stuff, the property's gone. Realtors are going to hate for saying this, but make as many offers as you can, because you never know, which one will come in. And stick to your numbers, because a lot of times we know there's multiple offers on a property, and you want to go higher, but you know that you already did your numbers. This is your max. Stick to your numbers. Again, my name is Gina Diaz. I am the managing partner and owner of a law firm called Diaz Case Law. We help everybody with all their real estate needs, from short sales to creative financing to wholesaling, regular closes from my realtors out there. Help your clients with all types of closings, regular retail closings, first-time home buyers, VAs, 203Ks, you name it, we can help you. We do evictions, we do foreclosure defense. So when you want the right attorney, give me a call.